We're all quarantined, Henny. What should we do?
Stay home, take a walk outside, feel the fresh sun, do what's not touching. To keep us all safe, we have to enjoy Mother Nature, enjoy indoors, outdoors.
The journey of knowing thyself begins in the cradle and ends in the grave. One way to capture those moments of ourself can be found in the shelf. Shelves have been around since the creation of ancient scrolls. My name is Dr. Walter Hidalgo, and I'm a father, teacher, world traveler, and coach. Join me as we explore together the stories of our shelves. This is Know Thyself. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Peace, 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 beautiful family. This is your most gracious, and overly humble and happy host, Dr. Walter Hidalgo. This is the podcast Know Thyself, and this is episode number 16. Shout out to anybody celebrating a sweet 16 today. Happy birthday to all my Aries. Shout out to my Aries. This is our time. We are quarantine babies, but you can never ever shut us down. Ever. On that note, just a quick little reminder of what the Know Thyself podcast is about. We use the metaphor of the shelf to basically extrapolate the self. And under the circumstances of being at the, what I continue to say, house arrest, you already know. We're here and we're surviving, and we're in New York. I'm at New York. Shout out to New York. We're here, and speaking of New York, I'm going to say something that I really honestly have never said publicly. And that is shout out to Governor Cuomo and Mayor de Blasio throughout this process here in New York at the epicenter of the coronavirus. I've been keeping abreast of their moves and their conversations, even though there's some disputes there. I'm really happy to see like that New York come out. Just keep it real, say what's going on, what we need to do. It's been very thorough, and I'm proud of y'all, man. Governor Cuomo, Mayor Bill de Blasio, I'm watching you. We watching you. We listening, and I appreciate that. And speaking of Mayor de Blasio, he recently announced that the rest of the academic year that we will remain, the schools will remain closed. And that's going to be a tough one, considering, graduations and proms and all that, man. I remember, my prom, and, I was about that. It was a lot of fun times, and so I understand, young people. I'm feeling y'all. And, we're here to support y'all. Any way we can, whatever we can do to make it happen for y'all. If y'all need, like, someone to coordinate the Zoom meeting to have the party, maybe we get a DJ and someone DJ. I mean, like, we can do it now. Don't let this defeat us. Keep the party going. But on that note, as a parent myself and an educator, as part of the Know Thyself podcast, I definitely want to pull things out of not only my shelf, but from other people's experiences. So I made some calls, some emails, and reached out to people from all over the country that can help provide parents and teachers some tips or some words of encouragement to help you get through this process, seeing how, we're going to be doing this for the next couple of months, real talk. But shout out to parents, all the parents, all the teachers, and those that are both parents and teachers, because I've been hearing from a lot of teachers saying, oh, now y'all know what we go through, right? And I definitely know what that feels like as an educator myself, man. I've been teaching for, I feel, a very long time. I understand. The first teacher that I want y'all to listen to is my dear friend Rochelle, who is a parent who is home now, having to homeschool her children, and she's coming at us from New Bedford, Massachusetts. Yo, shout out to Mass. I love Mass. I went to school out there, to Northeastern University. Shout out to NU05 all day, every day. I got a lot of family and friends in Massachusetts. Shout out to y'all. And Rochelle said, she sent to us a list of things to help parent teachers / homeschool folks. She said the first thing that she does is academics in the morning. Second thing she does is have lunch. Third thing is fresh air. God knows we need that. Please visit Mother Nature. I've spoken on this on previous episodes. I think it's extremely important that we speak to Mom. And I think, my own daughter hit the nail in the head with that one. So go out there, take walks, both with your kids and alone. You need that alone time too. Then comes dinner. Then comes fun activities. And she said some of those fun activities include build your own sundaes, cookie decorating, and family game night. Y'all gotta have fun, man. Like, I can't tell you how much humor heals the soul. The next person is a special ed teacher from Chicago. Yo, shout out to Chicago. Yo, I love Chicago. Yo, shout out to the West Side, the South Side. Such a beautiful place, man. Beautiful people, yo. This comes from a special ed teacher. Her name is Vita, and this is what she has to say.
It's going to be okay. We're all in this together, and in due time, we will all overcome this. But just know, if you put a system in place where it works for you and the child, I guarantee you the overall outcome will be way better than, you thought when going in. But these are just a few steps that, you take. You get it to work towards you and your child's needs. I guarantee you it'll be way more successful than just going with the flow. Going with the flow will work with some, but I guarantee you time management, a schedule, knowing your child and their limits, communicating with their instructors, and not overloading it and making some type of fun and sensitive in there. I guarantee you guys will do well. On that note, you guys, God bless you all. Stay positive and optimistic, and we will get through this. All right? Peace.
I find it interesting how both really touched on the same thing. Like, the common denominator is really scheduling. And I myself have had to shift my own schedule because now we are all wearing multiple hats. And it's a heavy load to take on. So I think it's very important that part of the transition and part of change is making sure that you structure your life, but at the same time, find time to have fun. Find time to let children learn on their own. You know what I'm saying? Like this, our young people learn a lot through observation and curiosity too. let this experience be for curiosity and also for something else. It's a perfect layup to what I want to get into with the next segment is, and that is I want to pull a visual out of my own shelf to share with you today. And yeah, it's my Clippers. And the reason I wanted to share, the Clippers, which is something that comes from our shelves, more so from the bathroom. But, and I'm speaking as a man, right? Because we some of us are looking raw and rugged out there, but I don't know. If you look at my hair, if you notice, specifically in the sides, I know in some hoods they call it tapering or fading, depending which hood and coast you come from, but I just, for the first time in my life, faded my hair, and I think I did alright, just that side, like, I'm super impressed by myself. So I did it, and I'm so proud of myself, and I think that's a metaphor much like the shelf with the self and this journey, and specifically with what's going on now's that time to be creative, right? Let your schedule be creative. Maybe this is the time for you to write that book. Maybe this is the time for you to pick up a second language. Maybe this is the time for you to start your own podcast. All right, I want to wrap this up, short segment, keep it short and sweet, family, as we remain in house arrest. But I want to provide a little gems for y'all, and I want to continue to provide those gems for y'all through Facebook and Instagram. Please follow me at Know Thyself TV, and we'll continue to provide more tips for teachers and parents to help you get through this process. Our closing quote for this evening speaks to the creation that I alluded to earlier. A wise man once told me this, and I'll never forget it. I live off of this quote. And I don't know who, I think he made it up. Maybe he was an angel that was sent to me, right? And it goes, your mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. Peace, family.